Greetings and welcome back to Factorio. I'm KatherineOfSky, and I lost an episode. I'm so sad. Yeah, I was recording, and then I finished, and I looked back at OBS, and I had switched to another game, and so we have the audio there, but there's just no video. And as much as some of you guys have said that you really love listening to me talk, and that you should want me to read books and such, I think it's kind of boring without the game video anyway, so I have tossed that episode and I'm just going to move forward. There's no need to really go back and rehash things. Basically what I did is I went back here and I did fix this smelting array. I don't know if anyone has mentioned it, but some of the inserters were backward here. We also had a problem where, yeah, because they were backward, they were pulling steel into, or pulling iron into the furnaces, making steel. So we had a bit of a kerfuffle as as you can see, there's still some steel in each of these chests, but the train now is limited by cargo wagon, and I think it probably should be coming. Where is it? Where are you? There it is. It's coming right down now. To come to this station to drop stuff off. Yeah, it was one of those situations where I was afraid, and I still haven't checked the bus if there's any steel in the iron lines. But thankfully, we're getting this now unloaded very beautifully. And we got with that. I also decided to make a lovely little pathway with a rickrack design in hazard concrete. I had a lovely little geek out moment right there. I'm sorry that I lost it, but that's the way it goes sometimes. And to that end, of course, I connected this back up. It's taking iron ore from the network, and there is here is the assembly machine making the hazard concrete, which I added just now to that. So what I was doing as I left is basically making a spot for our building train to load and unload, of course. See, this is all good. Why are we not getting these chests here? I know that we have them, but I don't know why they're not being delivered. I also was talking about, and this is fairly important, that the base right now is in an interesting state, because right now there are a lot of things being made in the base that I don't want made in the base. And I could continue to move these lanes over, shove the bus over, move things, do whatever, but that's not really going to solve our problem. So the best strategy for the base right now is to make all of the intermediate products that we're going to have in the at the end game. And we're getting to that point, you know, we're getting to the final technology levels. We're going to move all of these things out of the base so that we can finally have a bus that services science only, because otherwise we're just going to have to keep on moving all of these bus lines around, shoving them over, taking some off completely, having gaps, and that's not really what I want to spend time doing, because it's just like reworking constantly. So what I'm going to do first is make a copper station, and we're going to tap these two copper patches here and put the copper smelting area here and have a little station going on. So then, you know, we're going to have trains come in here, exit out through this. The same little exit can do very well for the copper trains, I think. And so hopefully we'll work that out in that way. So that's what I want to do in this episode, is basically get the copper sorted out. Right now I did set up the wall train to go to the wall stations. So that should be, it is servicing both the wall west one, the north one, as well as the new iron outpost over here. So, right, so that's what I was doing. I was just getting this building train to work. It looks like there's a ton of robots just sitting here. Why is that? They are just hanging out. They don't have enough roboports really to charge, which is unfortunate, and I can't give them any because at the moment I just don't have enough. So what I'm going to do, I think we're just going to take our setups and go out there. What I would like is we need to grab a few materials if we're going to set this up. We have lots of track, which is nice. We need the track. We need, what else? We're going to need smelters. There's mining bits. I think I'll put that those mining bits. Where is it? Oh, and by the way, if I'm going to put the pathway design, it's a festive one, so I called it Pathway KOS Festive. That will go in my blueprint folder. And by the way, there are some people asking for the ability to have an entire blueprint book, like all the collected designs. I can't figure out any way to do that because there's no export button for the book itself. Right now I'm playing in 0.15.6, and that has not been added to this. So that's why we have them as single designs, and I'm sorry I can't do whole books at the moment because there's, as far as I know, there's no way to do that. Right. Let's see, what do we need? We need to get rid of, oh, I was going to put that blueprint in my book. This one. Yeah, okay, here, put it in my library and ditch it. Go away. I want to have a maximum space in the inventory. Oh, and by the way, these chests, they kind of look funky, but I copied them directly from SpaceX. That's why they're there. Right. Let's get this also there. Go, and then this balancer, I also put that in. Oh, really? Okay, come on. I already have that in the library, so it doesn't need to be there a second time. Right. Ah, here we are. I was hoping I would have this blueprint. Nice. Okay, I'm going to put the miners. Where are they? Oh, and by the way, I also set up, this is going to be our garbage car, and it's going to filter out everything I have on the combinator. So it will, let me put this as a 2. Can I do that thing? Thank you. No, not really. Okay. Oh, apparently it doesn't work that way. Anyway, I explained how to add these things. Basically, you string red wire from the combinator to each of these filter inserters, and then you set the filter inserters to, say, set filters. So basically, it's going to pick everything that's on the combinator that it's sending to them. And we can add other things as we need to, which is going to be fine. Where are the miners? I want to find where the miners live. Are they in this car? No, they're not in this car. That's why I'm not seeing them. Aha. Now we know. Oh, let's just dump these in there. I don't want to request any. I think I'm okay then. I'm going to get rid of this stone brick as well. I don't want that. And we should be having pretty much everything that we need. I'm going to make a quick stop at the whatchamacallit place, at the other area, because I want to just basically blueprint the same train stations as we had before. Oh, by the way, and if anyone is wondering about the wall stations, I should have a tutorial up either already or shortly for those guys. Okay, what I want to do here is I want to finish this whole thing. So I'm gonna grab a blueprint. What is this? This is our rail design. Let's put that away for now. And this is, an empty blueprint. Haha, wonderful. Let's have it. Let's take this. Ooh, that's a bad spot for this tower. Can I put it here, please? Okay, that's fine. Okay, and then we'll get this one here. No blue belt, which is not great. Let me see if I have any in my... Oh, you know what I could do, though? I could just clear this, and then you can shift-click just to get a single entity. And I'm gonna have to delete these guys, because once I put the ghosts down, it's basically... it doesn't override something that's already placed on the ground. Okay, so that's what we want. There we go. I'm gonna take this off right now because I don't want trains coming in a second station at the moment. And let's see. Wow, there's a lot to do in this station, isn't there? Let me think about this. We want to have the station basically reversed in terms of the curve. So I think I'll just leave it as is, and that'll be just fine. Okay, let's get rid of this, and basically we're going to want to copy paste the entire area here so that we put this on properly. Right, okay. Is that right? No, that can't be right. It is right. That is right. Okay, I'm going to take off that curve just for now. Okay, and the other thing that I would like to do, I need to signal this area, because there's no reason that this should not be signaled. It absolutely needs to be signaled so that these blocks are broken up from each other and trains can not get affected when there are other trains in the system. Okay, so that is what that is. That's good. Let me collect these, the steel in these spots here, because we don't want that. Well, we can just collect it, and we don't want it getting mixed into the system, even though I've prevented that now with just limiting the train cars. Okay. Let's just get all this stuff. And I am just control clicking these things just to grab every stack of steel in each of these chests. Look like there's not much steel. It's just little tiny bits here and there. Okay. And of course soon we'll be able to hook all of this up. In fact, I think we probably just can. These are just moving really kind of slowly. But I could improve this. Let's see if we can just do that real quick. Because that's really what I intended with this whole thing, is to have these things moving across and just loading this train much faster if possible. Okay, so here we go. All right, and that's gonna hopefully work pretty well. Get those things up. At least we're gonna be able to put the stack inserters there. Oh boy, look at this. Yes, my trains are already unhappy with me. Oh my goodness. Not great. Not great for sure. Okay, so this is the entrance. We need to go past the entrance here. And possibly, you know what, we're just going to make a parking spot for this train. We're just going to put one on the side so that I can do my business without having to worry about slowing the throughput of the whole world down. And we'll put a signal out here. We've got to break this block up from everything else. Otherwise, the trains will not... Oh! Nope, no, no, no. Go back, back, back. Eeps, eeps. Okay, here we go. There we go. That's what we wanted. Okay, and we'll park this here. And then we'll decide how to proceed with a lot of that other stuff later. Now, I think I'm going to dump some of this steel in here, into the chest, into the thing. And we will proceed with all of the rest of this stuff. Now, I forgot, of course, handily to actually take a blueprint of the entire setup. That's really what I intended to do when I went down here. And I sort of forgot to do that. So let's do that. I basically want the setup, and then later I will add parking from my blueprint library. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this area plus the ends of the stations like this, I think. We don't need these because it's going to go in a different direction. I'm going to take this whole thing out. But I will leave this, this little parking area. I also would like to keep the... Let's get rid of these two. I don't want these guys. Okay, just get rid of all of these things for now. And we don't really need the curves because we're going to put them in the other way, and we're going to take all those signals out as well on this bottom line. There we go. That's what we want to do. But we do want this long line at the bottom. That's basically for spacing. What happened, game? Why you do this to me? Oh my goodness. Alright, well let's just see if we can get rid of all those like that. Get rid of that. Why does it keep refreshing on me? I don't understand this. Let's just do this in phases. We'll just do it like in little bits. Because it obviously is just having a bit of a time. I've noticed that it's doing that. I wonder if that's a bug of some sort. Okay. Let's say yes. Or I don't know what it is. I have no idea what it is. Let's get rid of these guys, these curves. And then get rid of these things. Okay, I think... Oh no. No! I didn't grab the entire edge. Okay, well, you know what? We're going to do this again. We're just going to do it again. We do need that top one there. So let's get this. Get rid of this and this. Say good. Okay, next phase. Get rid of these curves. Okay, there we are. Okay, edit again. We'll get rid of these curves because I do want this top line, just like for the reason for the bottom one. We want a spacer, basically. We want a space because otherwise, there it went again. I don't know what's going on with this, but it's kind of being funky. Okay. Okay, I feel like I'm on a time pressure with this stuff. Okay, I think that's what we want. Right. So let's go back up to the other area and lay down this station. I'm planning to have the furnaces continue up in this direction. And again, it's an unlimited area. Just like for the other, you know, for the iron is kind of like, is a really big space to do stuff in. All right. So the thing is, let's get this to take trees only. And we need to start definitely removing stuff. I want to get a roboport out here. And it can also have robots in it. And they can help with stuff. Let me see if I have more roboports and more robots in the... I don't think I have robots. That's an oversight. That's not great. Well, I could always go steal some from lower down. Okay. I have my night vision goggles on, and that's why I'm not having as much stuff there. Okay, so let's just... This is a kind of a good test area for now. And we'll extend this roboport range a little bit. Just so they have the ability to grab stuff and maintain this while I'm gone. Okay. I should have stopped that train while I could. But it's okay. There's fish. Oh, somebody asked me about fish. So fish you can get from, from fishing, and you can eat them when your health is low, and they replenish your HP. So, if you're dying, it's a good time to, get some fish. Wait, why can I not pick up my robots? This is very strange. Is this a new feature of some kind? That's weird. Okay. Well, in any case, we'll just continue preparing this area. Okay, let's see where we want to have these things. We're going to have them here. And I think... So here is where we need... This is going to be the... Oh, I need to have parking first. Let us decide on parking first, because that's kind of essential. Parking. Where is my parking? It's under rails. Probably one of these guys. Like this, I'm thinking. Well, we can do our in thing first. Let's do that. Rails in. And we can put it where it's crossing. I'm not that bothered about it. I think that'll be just fine. Okay, that's good. And let's look at our parking again. Set our in. There we go. Go away. Okay, and here is kind of how we would like to have our parking. Yeah, that's going to work out pretty well. I'm going to have to get rid of this radar for a moment. We'll put it back. Okay, so there's going to be our parking. I'm going to put some wood in my train. I realize how dangerous this is. It's like, yeah, my train's over on the other side of the tracks. The wrong side of the tracks, man. Yeah. Oh, I need more train tracks too. I definitely do. I put them all in the train because I was looking at my inventory of stuff. No, my gosh, I can't pick them up. I wonder why I can't pick them up. This is very weird. Okay. All right, so that's going to be our parking from the world. And we're going to have to make sure and keep this on the ball so that we don't lose out on stuff. All right. Or should I have it the other way? Like parking, maybe it should be the other way? Hold on, hold on. Like this way? No, I don't think so. I think it's this. This is a good way. What we need to do, though, is we need to get our blueprint book out. This one. And we're going to have this kind of a thing where we curve this around. And this is going to be where our line of track is right there. This Roboport is not in a good spot right now. Let's move that just over here instead. Okay, good. That is much better. I think, is that still in the line? Maybe not. I think it might be okay. So here we are. We have our track. These are going to be the entrance track to this. Okay, and that should be okay. Because basically I want them to exit on this track here. They can go around. Though they may not have to. We could, you know what, let's cancel this. Let's cancel the whole thing. Cancel the whole thing again. I think I could put, if I put the exit track out there, yeah, maybe they could just go straight out here. Instead of, I was going to have them circle back around this way, but there's really no reason to do that, and it just causes extra congestion. I think it's better if we do have the exit track out here. How many spaces does it take? Let's get rid of these so I don't have all this clutter in the inventory. Let's see, out, rails out. So it doesn't actually take that much space. I think it should be okay. Let's just do a hypothetical situation there with a blueprint book. Where are you? Like that. And that's going to be the end of our station. That can be the closest station, basically. Okay, I'm going to have... Whoa, look at that. It fits. It actually works. Okay, but we need to move this down just a little bit. Okay, so that is going to work if we do this. Like that. I think I just want to make sure before I put it down. So this is just going to be there. Okay. All right, that's where we want it. I'm going to delete these pieces here, and we're going to move them to where they actually need to go. Just get all the little extraneous little signals off. And that's going to go there. And we can probably, let's dump some of this wood in our cargo car for now. There you go. Just to be proactive, to keep on top of that sort of thing. Let's put this blueprint book back here. Oops, we can't have that there apparently. Right. Alright, and all of these, we're just going to connect them up there. Nice. Let's get our out blueprint. I think I still have it. Oh, there it is. Rails out. Okay. Oh, come on, come on. Here it is. Okay, there. Oh, there we are. Nice. And here, we also need to connect these guys up. So let's just get rid of these little bits. Right, and obviously this one was just a placeholder, so we can take this out for now. And I think what I want to do is I want to move this parking lot closer to this edge here, because I don't want them to travel this long way. I want them to be as close to the stations as possible. Okay, so let's just make sure we can go through here. Right, and get our curve. There we go. And we're going to get our parking. Rail parking, that one. Okay, that's the one I want. God, it's so hard to see with these trees here. Is that where the edge is? Oh, God. No. Okay. Perfect. Okay, that's what we wanted. And we're going to delete this whole thing here. Delete the whole business, and including that chain signal over there, but not that curvy bit. Okay, cool. All right, bots. All right, I'm going to let the bots build this because we have run out of time. Thank you so very much for joining me. Take care of yourselves and each other. I'll see you next time.